Renji's Zabimaru is one of the wildest swords in all of anime, as it's segmented, heavy, and absolutely chaotic. So I decided I'm gonna 3D print it for a video. And it's huge. Yeah, it's bigger than most of the swords I work on. So in previous videos, you've seen me plastic weld, sand, and use filler on my 3D prints to make them smooth and get them ready for paint. But today I figured I would do something a little bit differently, and that is showing my printer settings. Future project. So the settings I usually use in most of my projects are 2 walls. I'll use 3 if it's a bigger project like Shinamiya's axe from Kaiju number 8. 5% infill just to keep the weight down. Adaptive cubic infill pattern, which I know there's probably better alternatives to that. And I have slowed my speed down by like 20 millimeters, but I am using PETG high flow from Sunlu. Really great filament, would recommend. Now the support settings, normally I use Grizzled Gnome's settings or recommended settings from TikTok. And that is a threshold angle of 49, the top Z distance 0.3, and the bottom Z distance 0.28. And that really just makes the supports fall off like butter. I've had parts where I'll pick them up and the supports just stay on the bed. Everything else is pretty much just standard. Now, if you want a deeper dive into how I set everything up, orient parts, and stuff like that, leave a comment down below and I can talk more in depth in those in a future video. But for now, let's get back to the project. And now for the paint. Everything was covered with a layer of black paint for the edge. And now we go in for a metallic. So overall, I really enjoyed how this one turned out. It's very impractical. It doesn't really look like it would cut anything, yet at the same point, I think I would trust my whole entire life in the Soul Society for this. So, I think it's Soul Society ready, but what I think doesn't really matter on this channel, as now it's time to ask the wife. And I already feel like I know what her answer's gonna be. So what do you think of it?
It actually looks pretty decent. It's like you 3D printed a baby alligator that doesn't bite. Yet. All I know is if you swing it at the dogs, I will break you. It lives in the garage. I already know what you're thinking.
So now that Zabimaru is definitely banned from the house, if you want to print this file for yourself, the link to the file will be down in the description. If you've made it this far in the video, consider subscribing, liking the video, maybe throwing me a comment as to what you'd like to see me print, maybe in a future build and suffer through. But, as always, the next project is probably going to be banned from the house as well. Until next time, in the Forge of Low Expectations, stay sharp, and bye-bye!